Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I've made one of these split fun boxes. I'm not really sure what they're called. It is in two halves, and I had a wee box to make for a new baby gift, so I thought this would be perfect, and I really had wanted to have a go at it for ages. So it holds together with either a belly band or a ribbon. I've gone with the ribbon, obviously. And when you open it up, you get a wee box inside. So it is really cute, like it really is cute. And if you just put a wee tiny baby vest or a wee pair of baby socks and your money in there, or whatever, a gift card or whatever, it would just be perfect. And I've decorated the wee inside of the box as well. And I'll show you what I've made or used for it. So there's a couple of nice new stuff here. This double oval punch that goes with the oval occasions, and it's just perfect for wee babies or a gift. The next one I'm going to make is actually for a birthday gift, and I'm going to go with Blackberry Bliss colour. So I'm using the lovely striped ribbon, and this is new as well, and these lovely Oh So Ombre papers, and these are gorgeous. I mean, I'm going to go with the Blackberry Bliss, as I say. It's all greens and purples and pinks at that side, and greens and blue at the other side. And you can see it on the actual papers. This side I'm using the Blackberry Bliss, and the other side is gorgeous granny apple green. So on the other side of the blue one that I used is the gorgeous Rococo Rose pink. So really nice papers, really nice stuff. So it's all available in the new year if you're interested. Otherwise, just use what you have. So we're going to start with what we need to cut. So you're going to need, for your main box, I'm going to go with the Blackberry Bliss. I'm not sure. I was going to go with the Whisper White and then decided, no, I'll just go with the dark colour, make it a wee bit richer because it's for an adult, you know. So you need two pieces, 8 1/4, which is our UK size A4 card, by 5 1/4. So two pieces of that. For your wee box inside, you need a piece of this is Whisper White, but it's no longer so now. It's the company has went out of business, so we're getting a new one, and it's going to be called Basic White. Just so I'll call it Basic White as many times as I can remember. This size you need 7 1/8 by 7 1/8. I know 1/8, like, but I didn't want to go too small inside the box and make it all rattly. So this is just slightly smaller. And a wee piece of the DSP to decorate, that's 2 6/8 by 2 6/8. And your other DSP, you need one for your lid, same size, 2 6/8 by 2 6/8. And then you need 4 wee pieces for around the sides, and they measure 2 6/8 by 2 inches. So that's all you need. It only takes like just over one sheet. You have the leftover bit from both sheets of those, so you'll be able to make a matching card and maybe even a matching tag. Really go for it. And this time I'm going with the stamp out of that says a little treat for you, so they can pop in a wee selection of chocolates or something inside the box, which might be nice. So we'll start with our two pieces here, and I'm going to just use my cutting board because I have a wee bit of sort of crisscross scoring today. I need to get my words out. Right, let's start. So we want to pop this in, and we're going to score it at 3 inches on either side. And whenever you're doing your scoring, just make sure that you line this up the same mark every time, not slightly over, slightly less. Try and go the exact same mark, and it keeps your box that much better when you're doing all your folds. So turn it around and go 3 inches on the other side, and again just try and get it to that same mark. And when you're in there, you now need to score it on the side 3 inches again. Again, use that same mark if you can. Woo! Nearly caught it. Use your scoring blade. Right, so now we want to score these ones. So you want to go into that point. You've got 3 larger blocks at the top, so go to that point and down to this point, and you want to score that. So just make sure it's nicely lined up, and you want to do the same with this one. So you're I'll show you what it looks like when you want to get this. Oops. Just make sure they're nicely lined up where you want them. So that gives you 2 divides there, straight one, and 3 wee blocks there. So we'll just do the same this side again. 3-inch mark. Spin it round to the 3-inch mark. Three inches again, so it's very easy to remember, like. And then just do those center ones. So from the center mark there down to here on both sides. So we may as well score our whisper white one now when we're here, or our basic white. I'll have to try and get used to saying that. After here's a whisper white. So where are we with this one? We want to score it at 2 1/8 on all sides. So that it's just not as tall as the outer box, so it'll fit in nicely, but not too tightly. 2 1/8. On all 4 sides, I should have said that, shouldn't I? And that's it. So we may as well make our box up when we're here. So we're going to cut, there's 4 corners here, and we're just going to cut from one score line up to the other, just across like so. And do that on all 4. You could do that in your cutting board as well if you felt like it. So when you've done that, cut up one, choose yourself one side to work on. I'm going to work on the right hand side the whole way around. So cut up to the first score line and then just give those a wee trim. Just like you're left with this. So turn it right round to the right hand side again. Straight up and trim. Just do that on 4 corners. Oops, and trim. And the last one. So get rid of these. And I'll give us a nice little score. And you could pop in your inner square here that we cut, and it should just fit in there nicely, just in between it all. That's Oh So Ombre paper is gorgeous. Definitely was top of my list for the pre-order. Colours are lovely. And the designs in the design nice. I like dots and spots. Especially coming into springtime. Dare we mention spring? It's not Christmas yet. Alright, this is actually after Christmas, yeah, when I'm doing this before Christmas, but you're seeing it after Christmas. So that's the inside all done, and then I'm going to use a stronger glue on the wee bits here, the wee flaps. So put it on the outside of the flaps, on each of them. Use your tape if you want. I like the glue so that I can maneuver it before it takes. I hope you all had a nice Christmas of some sort. It's definitely a weirdy one, won't it be? So just join all those up nicely, making sure they're nice and boxed. Good corners on them. So you can give them a wee rub with your cone folder. And that's your box, inner box ready to go. So you can put that to one side. And now for these. What you want to do is cut these two. This is the shorter side, so cut up both of those. And this is going to be tucked away on the inside so you don't see the actual fold. So you can afford to take a wee dribble off these if you want. Just spec them in. So these are going to be, oh, excuse me, folded up like so. Goodness, this paper's not sitting today at all. Here's not. I'll move my wee tape. Rough as a badger, yeah. So they're all going to be folded up, and the ones that you scored across are going to be folded in like so on both sides. Just make sure that you're happy with the way they're lining up, and then give them a good crease, and then we're going to actually glue them down. So just add glue to that outer end. On both sides. And then you want them just to stick nicely. And that's forming the shape, excuse me, of the box. So you want that one on the outside, this smaller one on the inside, and then this one covers that so it gives you a lovely clean finish, and you have that lovely wee box. So make sure that you score these lines before you do that, just to make sure they've got a good strong crease, and that gives you that lovely good crisp shape there. So you just want to add a bit of glue to the front of this. I'll just fold it up. Just make sure everything's nice and straight. And then add your glue to this one. And that just covers it all. Makes it nice and seamless and neat and tidy. So just repeat the process on the next one. Do the exact same as we did for that one. So that's the two boxes nicely made there, and we just need to give them a wee decoration now with the nice papers. So I'm leaving that one because I have to cut it in half. I'm just going to start working my way around so that the ombre sort of works its way around the box. So just a wee bit of glue. Second one, I put these in order as I cut them because the ombre runs down the paper, as you know. So when I was cutting them, I wanted it to be able to follow along. So dark and then getting slightly lighter. And a wee bit lighter again. And then the last one is really light. Now, your box should fit nicely inside, the one that you made. Should just slip in there nicely, and this one should just slip over the top. And we're going to tie it all together with our ribbon. So where's our ribbon? So you can either tie it at the point, like so, or like myself, I'm going to the side. The point just doesn't do it for me. I don't get it. I like the ribbon to be at the front of the box. But that's entirely up to you. And you could put a couple of wounds of ribbon around. You could make yourself a belly band. Entirely up to you. I'll fix the shape of this box in a minute. I've sort of tilted it out of the road. So you could tie a double knot there if you want to see if it holds that steadier. I'm just hoping for the best here. It's a lovely stripy ribbon. Lovely and soft. Well, that looks dead on once it's sorted. So I'll get my big scissors, chop this. Ooh, a bit overzealous there. So that's pretty good looking. Once you get something inside that, it'll quite happily sit there. So we have this piece here, and it's to go on either side at the top, but we can't put it as a full square obviously because we have to open the box. So set it up point to point. Don't close your jumper in it. And we're just going to stick that on so that it joins in the center here with no real gap, but the gaps around the edge. So to move it about so that you're happy with it. Looks okay, doesn't it? So just pop the other side on. It is a pretty easy wee box, isn't it? But it's very impressive. Like if you're not a crafter, people would look at it and wonder how you did it. I would anyway if I wasn't a crafter. So sort of line them up so that your point to point is coming fine. And just make sure you're right at the edge of your paper. Now, that looks pretty good to me. So now we need to decorate it with the stamp, the Blackberry Bliss ink, and of course the punch. So you need to punch yourself the larger one with the scalloped edge on it. And then you need to punch the wee small ones. That's going to sit right there. And the wee small punch really doesn't take a lot of cards, so hold on to all your wee scraps. We just want to, goodness, I need to stick that down with glue dots or something. It's skating everywhere. We want to ink that up. That does fit in there, doesn't it? Whoops. Yep. Of course it does. They're all made to fit. Just looked so big there. So this is a little treat for you. And we're just going to kind of center that as best we can. And then we're just going to add that too. So we're going to put that there, so we need a wee piece running along there, so you're only sticking it to one side of the box. So we want it to go like so. So we're going to pop that about there. And just center it and make sure that none of the sticky is going. I'm going to keep my finger at the top so I know that's how far the sticky goes. And just pulse it so that it looks nicely in the middle. And there you are, a little treat for you. I think they're lovely, lovely box. And that paper is so gorgeous. And it's easy to get into, no farting about. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll have a wee go, and maybe you'll have lots of wee Christmas boxes or birthday boxes. Christmas is gone. Birthday boxes to see you through the new year. So, that's me. Hopefully I'll be back in the new year. I'm not sure what way I'm going to go next year. I'll see what happens. But Happy New Year to you all, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye.